This is a nice animated video, but this is a cinematic video. This is a good animated character, but this is a movie level scene. Most people think you need a full VFX team or expensive software to get that cinematic look, but you can easily do that with a VFX AI tool. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it in minutes using just one tool. And you can use the same process for real footage or any other project you are working on. The tool we'll be using is OpenAI. I will leave the link in the video description below. Once you sign up and log into your OpenAI account, you will find OpenAI VFX right here on your left hand side. Just select it and it will open in this new tab. Once you select it, you will notice there's three tools sitting right at the top: Replace Background, Relight Video, and VFX. Each one does something different, but the real magic happens when you combine them together. Let me break down what each one does before we jump into examples. Replace Background does exactly what it sounds like. It strips out the background of your video and replaces it with any environment you want: a stormy sky, an ancient temple, an underwater city, or anything. Relight Video changes the lighting in your entire scene. So if your clip was shot or generated in a flat, neutral light, you can push it to a golden hour, cold blue moonlight, or dramatic cinematic shadow. This one is underrated and makes a huge difference. And then there is VFX. This is the big one. All you have to do is mask the areas you want to keep, in most cases, which is your character or other important objects or subjects, and VFX transforms everything else. It regenerates the world around your character in a completely new style. For the first example, I'm starting with this clean 3D animated video clip that I generated of these two characters, a father and son. I will select Replace Background. From there, upload the video clip you would love to replace your background. I'll upload this simple animation of my two characters doing those kung fu moves. At the time of recording this video, if your clip is too long, you would have to trim it a bit. Hit confirm. Once the video is confirmed, you need to choose the reference background. Choose a background. Here you'll find a lot of backgrounds that you can use in your project. If you do not like any of these pre-made backgrounds, you can simply upload your specific background. For this example, I want to replace the background of my video with this ancient kung fu training class. Once our background is inserted, in the prompt box here, we'll delete every prompt that we'll find there, and we'll paste in our simple prompt that says, replace the background with a peaceful bamboo forest martial art training ground, the same background that we've just given it. After that, scroll down a little bit. On the resolution here, select your preferred resolution. I'll leave it to 1080p and select the number of generation you want. I'll limit to 1 and hit generate. And the background of our character will be replaced just like that. If you ever wanted to replace the background of a video you generated, there you have it. Now, before I give you a pro tip that I use, let's try this one last time. Select Replace Background, and for this one, I'll upload this ancient mountain training ground. Once it's uploaded, in the prompt box, I paste in my prompt that says, replace the background with an ancient martial art temple surrounded by towering mountains and waterfalls, cinematic atmosphere, no any people included in it. We leave all the settings as they are and we hit generate. And there you have it. Now here is something that I learned that I would love you to take very seriously into consideration while using this feature. Choose a background that has a clear ground, flow, platform, or open space where your characters can naturally stand or sit. If the background doesn't have a visible standing area, your characters may end up floating, sinking into objects, or standing in unrealistic positions, just like it happened to me in this scenario. Also, try to match the background's lighting and color tones to your character. Strongly different lighting can cause the AI to change your character's appearance, colors, or shading, making them look inconsistent from scene to scene. Our characters are now standing in a completely different world, but the lighting still looks clean and neutral. That's where relighting video comes in. I will select relight video here on top, and I'll replace this video which is there with the current video that we've just generated. Again, we set the specific duration we are looking for and hit confirm. From there, click on choose reference lighting, and you'll see different lighting from glow to neon to moonlight blue, or you can come to mood or atmosphere and select a style that you're going for. For this one, I'll select the moonlit blue and leave the prompt as is and leave all the settings at the bottom as they are and hit generate. And the lighting of our video will be changed just like that. Look how cinematic this one feels. The characters remains consistent and the mood feels so cinematic. We can repeat the same process for different type of moods and lighting that we would love to come across to make our video feel more cinematic. You do not want to rely on the generated video alone, but you want to make it feel cinematic instantly. I did the same thing and followed the same process with the intro videos you just watched. Now let's go to the final one, which is the VFX itself. Just select it here on top and upload the video you would love to edit. This is where I would love you to pay extra attention to the details I'm about to share. For this one, I'll go with this clip which I generated inside OpenArt. I will trim it to 8 seconds and hit confirm. Now the first thing I need to do is go to areas to keep and mask my character. This tells AI or the VFX in OpenArt to keep the character exactly as he is and transform everything around him. At the bottom here, you'll see different tools that you can use to mask your object. There is auto select tool, which automatically selects your character. I highly recommend you pay attention to how it has selected your character, because sometimes it may miss some most important details about your character, just like it has done here with our fingers. We can also use the brush tool to paint over exactly where we would love to mask, like this. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect. The AI is smart enough to handle the edges. If there is a specific area you would love to erase, you can click on the erase button here and erase that area. I love how everything is for me. Once you're done, click on preview, and if you're happy with how everything looks, click on confirm. Now we need to have a target look of our output. How do we want the finished product to look like? We can easily create that with AI, or we can upload an image that shows how we want our final product to look like, or our final video to look like. This easily allows us to transform our video, to replace the background, describe the lighting, and have exactly what we would love to keep. For this one, I'll select this illuminating image that describes exactly where I would love my character to be placed as I generate the full video. Once that is done, I paste in my prompt that describes what I want and I hit generate. And just like that, our background is replaced and our character is in the same motion as in the previous video. Now, one more cool thing I noticed was that we cannot see a logo on our character. That's because the video we gave it never had a logo on our character's costume. What we can easily do is grab this video and upload it there. Once the video is uploaded, I'll select a mask and I'll choose a specific area I would love to place my logo. Here there are some beards. I wouldn't want to make it look weird, but I'll highlight this part, for this is the part I would love the logo to be placed, and hit preview this exact part and hit confirm. From here, what I'll simply do is I'll select create with AI, and here I'll see this add image icon appear. Just select it and upload the embroidery logo you would love to add there. Once the image is uploaded, paste in a prompt that describes exactly what you want to create. Here it says add the white embroidered dragon logo to the right side chest of the man's costume. Hit generate, and just like that, we'll be able to see the logo has been added. And I just love how it has placed the dragon on our character's costume, how scared it could add it on the beards. Once that is done, we close it and we'll be able to see our uploaded image right here. From here, all we have to do is go back to the masking tool and select it. Click on back to edit. Now, as we can see, our two characters have been perfectly masked. And what we simply have to do here is to erase this part that has got a logo so that we can be able to see it when we generate a video. If we leave this part masked just like the way it is, we will be unable to see the logo on our character's costume because whatever is highlighted is kept when we generate a video. Everything that is not highlighted will be transformed or changed. So in our case, we want this part to be unselected so that we can be able to see the logo that we've just placed there. The best option I will go for is only to highlight the hands and the face of my character. I'll leave everything, the costume, unhighlighted, but I'll just skip the hands and the face of my character. I can manually highlight, or I can come to the describe section here on my right and I just type in faces and hands and hit enter. The AI has only highlighted the face of the boy and his hands. Let me manually highlight the face of the father and his hands. I'll leave everything empty like that and I'll hit preview, and just like that, then I'll hit confirm. From there, I'll leave the prompt as is and hit generate. And just like that, we'll get a perfect animation with the logo well placed on our character's costume. And those are some of the ways you can use the VFX feature inside OpenArt. We've only scratched the surface of what's possible. The key thing to take away is the workflow. Mask your character, describe the world you want to build around them, and layer the three tools: VFX, replace background, and relight, depending on how deep you want to go. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and subscribe, because I've got a lot of AI video tutorials coming your way. If you would love to try out OpenArt yourself, I have left the link in the description. I would really love to see the effects you make. God bless you.